do. So let's get on with it. How's everybody doing? Any major questions? What's going on, Fixen? Are you like writing a lot recently? Just happy with trending. Oh, that's good. How about the rest? Any major issues that y'all are facing? Yo, welcome to the chat. How's everybody doing? So any questions? Nope, no questions today. You were asking about like action scenes, right?
Yeah, then plot armor actually helped me out with that, so I fixed it.
Okay. You can look at some. I think only I Level Up has very good action scenes, but it's Korean like novel style. You can look at I shall seal the heavens. His fights are more. The pace is slower, but it really captivates your attention. Is it good to make a fantasy story like tabletop game? I think it's called D&D. It's pretty much done almost everywhere. So there are people that actually use their stories to make a tabletop game as well. Yep. Any other questions? If not, this time today will be like the fastest time we end the meeting.
5 minutes.
Yeah, this is the fastest we end. Chomps, do you have any questions? Shooting star? How about fanfic? What do you mean by fanfic? Heroes of the past from countries and making a battle royale. Then that depends on whether I wouldn't call it a fanfic per se, but you huh, you have to check whether you can use the names if it makes sense. So if like you're bringing up Julius Caesar, you have to check whether Julius Caesar is I forgot the term, whether his name is being copyrighted. Because if it's all being copyrighted and stuff, then you cannot use him in your stories. Because otherwise we also cannot contract. But if you're doing it as a free for fanfic for fun, then yeah, you can just go ahead. Yeah, but if you're using the character as a character, then that one may be grounds for legal. if you're using like mythological names, mythological like Zeus and all that, then I don't think there's an issue with that. But if you're using names that are like, for example, uh, Julius Caesar, or I, I think Hua Tuo is okay. Steve Jobs, if you're just mentioning in passing but not using his whole character as a character, then I think it's fine. You make yeah, I mean if you make him a god of technology, then it's also fine lah. You're just using it as a, it's more of satire, right?
Yeah. Is it
Yeah,
okay?
then that's fine lah.
Okay.
That's fine, yeah. But if you're using like, this character is Julius Caesar and then he's fighting, then your whole story revolve around Julius Caesar, then is, yeah. So if you're using Benkei and all that, it's also hard to dispute. They're using the characters as the characters themselves, is it? I have to check on that, but I got a feeling that they'll say it's okay lah. I think it's I think they'll say it's okay to just use the characters.
I thought names were okay.
Yeah, names are okay, but if they're using that character and making it into their own original character, like as in they play the big part of a story, then I'm not very sure whether it will cross over to legal territories.
Like I think like real life names are fine, but if you're trying to get names from like established brands, then that might be a problem.
Mm. I have to check with the rest of the content editors about this. Oh, it's for fanfic to promote your gacha sovereign. Yeah, if they just come out once and help the MC and go away, that's okay. But if you're gonna use them throughout the entire story, so that story is about Benkei and his adventures, then that might not be the best idea. Yeah, another way is to do what Shooting Star did, is to use the descriptions on of the real world character, but use a different name. So it feels more like it's an alternate reality. Like we're not outright saying that it is this character, but at the same time, readers will connect the dots themselves. So it can become more of a satire again, like it's a parody. But if it's a fanfic, you can just use whatever you want. It's fine. A fanfic is a fanfic after all. But it does have some merit. Whatever you're talking, your storyline is about. So you're gonna do a story that is set in ancient Japan, or a battle royal for 5 to 7 countries with their heroes of the past. Okay. So which are the countries that you're going to get involved with? Mm-hmm. Oh, you stopped typing already. I was waiting for like the behind part. Hello, Killer Bee. Yes, but it's okay. We just started not long ago. Yeah, actually, Fixen, the battle royal idea is quite interesting. I think it has potential. Wait, was that manga the one with the one where there is Einstein, there is Newton and Newton's apple, law of gravity, that kind of thing? Was it that one? Oh no, it's not. I mean, you can use the real character, but you would try to use it as a reference. So you can say that it's the reincarnation of this person, but it's your own original character. The incarnation of Jack the Ripper or the incarnation of this person. But
I
yeah.
mean, all you need to do is just look at the Fate series. They use a lot of mythological characters as well.
I mean backstories you can describe the backstories, but yeah, try not to like overstep. But it should be fine, I guess. Yeah, I tell you, Japanese manga really has some of the best ideas out there. I mean, there are mangas about manga editors. There are like I think a handful of manga about manga editors. And I'm sure many of you get some of your ideas from mangas as well, right? Oh, which anime and novel? I know it feels like diamond no ace, right? Yeah, diamond no field and ah right. The author for hitting zone should be on the chair as well, but I don't think she's online right now. Yes, half empty. She usually will comes on the she usually will come on the chair as well. Hitting zone is original work. So right now we have two authors that are writing baseball, and I think I have a few that are writing basketball novels. Surprisingly, there's no like football, volleyball, golf, fencing. You only have an idea, fanfic idea for Haikyuu. So your research mainly came from Google and anime. That's not bad. A tennis novel, isn't that like Prince of Tennis? Yeah, correct. But Prince of Tennis was good though. It was nostalgic. In case y'all don't know, Fixton's new book is The Magician of Sound. So it's about people with superpowers, and the guy's superpower special ability is sound waves, which is why he said that he has to research about sound physics. Harry Potter fanfics. We do have a lot of fanfics around. Like, and fanfics tend to gather a larger crowd. Like, their collections and their readers are usually more. But it's because I think because you already have established characters, that's why it's easier for you to find your target market. The good one right now is Kuroko no Basketball. Yeah. Kuroko no Basuke, they sort of subverted the trope. So the main character is not really focused on the strong basketball player, but rather a supporting character that is focusing on passing. So it's a subversion of the trope. Yeah. But with Kuroko in the center, yeah. It's the team but with Kuroko in the center as the glue that pull them together. It's the same for our novels right now. So our novels are all they basically follow the same trope. So we are actually looking for people to subvert the trope a bit. So maybe change a bit of the trope and make it unique compared to the normal tropes, I would say. So right now for sports novels itself, most of it is about players, about people who are getting stronger and helping out the team. But if someone can write a novel about a sports manager or a sports coach or even the water boy, that kind of supporting character, it might be it might do well because it's unique. So for Killer Bee, usually you will write about stars, right? So top star or the Korean star. But at the same time, if you ever thought about writing about a Korean manager instead, a K-pop manager or the boss of a label, that kind of that kind of different. Oh, One Out is more of a seinen kind of novel, so I think it does better as an anime or manga than as writing, because the descriptions are very intense. Like, as in, the imagery they provide is very intense. Yes, the deleting of a review give the reader who left it a notification. Yeah, sort of. They'll say something like your review has been deleted. I think I'm not sure about comments though. But for Let Me Make You a Star, he went back to become a what, right? Like, as in, he went back into his trainee days, right? Am I right? No. Oh, that's another novel. So this novel is he went back to the past when he just started his company. I think they want to implement some system where you can appoint people as moderators for your novels. But it's not confirmed. Oh. Wait, so for yours is what's the issue? Like for Isuji. What kind of abusive comments like is this guy leaving or what?
Not really abusive, more like delusional.
Uh-huh.
Like the toxic kind of delusional. I fought with him for like super long, and then I realized that web novel sneakily added a delete comment feature inside. So I was like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, we actually it was added I think the last time around.
Yeah, that's why after I fought with that guy, then I went to see, then I
Hmm.
deleted it. But it took a while for him to completely disappear. So if they have a ban user from getting to the book kind of function, it'll be best.
Yeah. But on the other hand, it's also quite detrimental for the band user from the book kind of function.
Only
So that's why they are
but it's like only banned from this one book, you see. Like if they are
yeah,
causing
correct.
trouble for everyone and then they get several bans, then maybe the web novel behind the system can review this toxic person. Why did he get so many bans?
Yes.
Completely
But
remove his account.
but on the other hand, if he paid for your novels, then he owns the chapters. Like so, if you ban him from it and he cannot access the chapters, then that is a issue on its own because they technically they paid for the chapters.
Or then how about disable the rights to leave comments and reviews after
Yeah,
being marked?
so that's what we are trying to do also to mute them from the novel. It's yeah, with the mods. So let me see what other things there. Adding friends system on app. Yeah, that one they are also trying to achieve it, but it takes a while. They are trying to fix the issues first before they add in more stuff. Uh yes, web novel readers are mostly teenagers.
Seriously?
Yes, but practically most of the sites the readers are teenagers as well.
I thought it's mostly housewives and those kind of people who have no life, that kind.
I don't think they'll be on that much on web novel. Web novel targets are generally a younger market.
I hear a lot of housewives though for some reason.
Really?
Housewives who don't have husbands at home or husbands who are too busy and they got a lot of money and they have kids.
That I'm not very sure. Maybe in the US because I'm pretty sure Asian moms don't really jump on web novel that much.
Mm,
Huh. I mean everywhere there are always toxic people. So you just have to find solutions to get around it, I guess.
I know, right? A lot of middle-aged moms are using this. I don't understand. CO novels, yeah, that's right.
Really? There are a lot of middle-aged moms.
There are a lot of middle-aged moms coming around. Like some of them make it to the CO romance sections and the BL sections, but some of them got more curious and then they go over to the mainstream section of all your action and the VRs and whatever. And it's like, wow, what the heck? You get moms there. And then you will see in some of the other books, not mine, that these moms are like, commenting and talking with the other people who are like shitting on the books and stuff like that, like being a mom literally on web novel itself in the comment section.
That's interesting. I didn't know the demographics of the readers were so wide.
That's why I see a lot of moms. I thought most of them were like, in the 30s or something like that, who are reading those housewife kind of mentality. That's why you cannot write too complex.
You installed web novel cause you had your phone taken away and a few days you see her here reading web novel. Your mom. Reading a CEO novel. Well, I guess that's why CEO novels are kind of like more popular. If you're using Kindle Unlimited, I think it's free. Sort of.
Yeah, you just have to subscribe, right?
Yeah.
But some countries don't allow this Kindle Unlimited.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is it allowed here?
Here, technically, you cannot have a Kindle, right? You need to have a US account in order to be able to, get that unlimited thing.
Serious?
Yes.
I didn't even realize.
Have to. Like, I tried, but I couldn't get it because they allow you to buy, but they don't allow you to read for some reason. It's like stupid VPN thing. Then you have to use this VPN function to get across and use an US account to actually do that.
Damn. I mean, usually people who read Kindle, they will just download the book and transfer it.
Correct.
EPUB, so
Not as simple for here.
yeah.
Because SG is not a Amazon.sg Kindle, that thing, The
Hmm.
IP follows US.
Anyway, I don't really have the time to read. It doesn't matter.
I want to read, I just don't have time either.
Your brother's friend commented on your novel after he heard it from your brother. So your brother's friend is reading your novel. That's cool. It's like support. He calls you to scold you for killing off characters or letting your characters loose. Or he tries to influence the story. Wait, so you don't stay in Australia, right? Yeah, so it's a long distance phone call. Wait, Killer Bee, you're from India also, right? Shooting Star, are you also from India? Oh, Indonesia. Then you're the same with Fixton. Yeah, Fixton is from Jakarta, I think. Then Killer Bee and Crunchy Monster, you're both from India. Who else is in the list?
Choms.
Yeah. Choms is Choms from Brazil? You're from Brazil, right? Hey, yes. And the rest of the people are from Singapore. Killer B, don't worry. No, I think worldwide is the same. Wherever you go to wherever you go, you have to ask. You have to explain to them what are web novels. You're born in China but live in Brazil. Oh, that's cool. But can you speak Chinese? Mm. Yeah, I mean, we're all hoping the market will grow. Like at least as big as they are in China. Because I think China focuses more on web novels. So it's a huge market. But worldwide, I don't think they caught on to the idea just yet. Same in Korea, yeah.
Actually, why cannot worldwide get used to the idea? I mean, Wattpad essentially is kind of like web novels, isn't it?
Correct.
Why is it so hard for people to get this concept of a new kind of book that isn't complete?
Cause in the I think in a Western setting they prefer to buy it as a whole book itself and not they feel that it's a scam I think.
But Wattpad itself has a lot of these kind of things and it's like super popular. So a lot of people
Because
are moving to Wattpad from Amazon.
yes, correct. Because Wattpad is free.
Ah, but web novel technically is free, no? Pass.
Yeah, technically it's free, but because I think when they first come in they see a lot of Chinese names and all that, so they feel a bit more averse to starting here.
Then you just need to remove all those Chinese translations first and put it at the back, put the originals in front, no?
Yes, that's what we are trying to do, but
Your
at the same
marketing
time,
team still put all the mass translations out first before the original. That's what they are doing now.
for which one, the mass release event?
Not just mass release event. Whenever you click to the first page on the features tab,
Yes. Like I mean, we still need to survive.
but if they want to push it out, then why are they still supporting the translated so much rather than the whatever hooks the readers, the new ones that they want to get first?
Because the old readers are the ones that are paying. The new readers don't really pay. So they need to find a middle ground where we can push out our novels and transition without suffering a loss. It's business, I guess. Like you wouldn't change your entire menu. Like if you're running a restaurant, right? You wouldn't just suddenly switch out your entire menu and just say, oh, today yesterday we were selling chicken rice. Today we'll just transition and sell pizzas. So that's the thing. You have to slowly transition. Yeah,
Okay.
and yes, and what Killer B is correct. Says is correct. We have quite a few original authors who write in a Chinese setting as well.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah. So that's why we're trying to like shift the mindset to for original works to westernize and use like Western names. But of course, if the setting is a Eastern fantasy setting, then you don't go and use English
Drama.
names. Yeah, I've seen some Eastern fantasy novels using Indian names. So that one is also a bit like a lot of people were complaining that it's out of place. Yours is Japanese names, right? Mostly Japanese names. No. For which novel? Oh. But your Gacha Sovereign is he jumps through worlds, what, right? Yeah, but I mean, if your original setting is in a Eastern fantasy setting and you use names that are weird, like not weird, but not suited, it feels weird. Dungeon and fantasy novels. Personally, I think fantasy novels are a bit oversaturated. There's like too many fantasy novels going around. Legion started very early,
I know.
and his novel is really, he put in so much effort into the research of his novel. Like his magic settings are all can be explained through science.
Xlaw also started early in something like that,
Mm,
right?
correct.
That's why. So if you're early in the game, fantasy still sells. Now, if you want to try a new book fantasy, you won't even get the amount of collections that you see.
Yeah,
Without
X-Law
fail.
is sci-fi though.
Oh yeah, like that.
X-Law is sci-fi, yeah. Eve of Chaos is Eastern fantasy.
JKS is a special case, no?
JKS is fantasy. Somehow vampire system works.
Vampires still sell for some reason, yeah.
For female lead, now I think what's doing well on the market is werewolf and pregnancy.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah.
Right now, what are the coming out niche that people are looking at?
For male lead or female lead?
Male lead, female lead, whichever. That the niche that is coming towards mainstream. What are those genres like?
Mm,
Dystopian?
dystopian. Dystopian has always been not really a niche. Dystopian has always been a genre that everybody is writing. It depends on how you write the dystopian future. Because most of the people will write dystopian, then post-apocalyptic.
Correct.
So it'd be like, oh, zombies.
Yeah. That one is considered mainstream, but like
Uh,
other kind of dystopians.
uh, Other kind of dystopians will include like Attack on Titan, those kind where you wall yourself up into different cities, and outside of the cities there are like huge beasts and stuff.
Something like that, or like human DNA degrading and then humanity is coming to extinction. They have to like, find a way to
Yeah.
those kind of more rare, but will they like, come through the mainstream on web novel?
That one I cannot really tell, but I think one thing that I think is quite interesting is the evolution kind of theme.
That one.
So like, yeah, so like if you're in like a dystopian future and you go out, you hunt beasts or monsters, and you can sort of like steal their abilities. That kind of evolution kind of novels are quite interesting.
Technically, that's mine, but it's a hybrid. I think Dawn also do the same thing.
Don did for which of his novel?
I can't remember. Is it the stick one? That
The
one.
stick one is he reincarnated into a stick. Like he literally became a stick.
That one is not evolution.
Is evolution, yes.
Evolution, right?
Yeah. Like there is one about goblins also. Like the goblins evolve, getting stronger and stronger. Solo leveling, I wouldn't really consider it as a evolution, more of a level up. Re-monster would be one that is a sort of like evolution,
Or
where he be
remonster.
yeah, where he went from a goblin into a like ogre, orc, that kind of thing.
The Rimiru Tempest one as well.
Yes, the slime.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're going to
Overlord.
if you're going to be following this trend right now to create something, right, by the time you finish it, you'll probably be over the trend, you'll be late.
Yeah. So the thing about trends, right, is if you start the trend on the at the beginning, right, you will get a pool of readers that are hopping onto the trend.
Right.
So then you already have a boost to move on forward compared to you not following a trend. So you just push for a novel, then the influx of people is the same. Towards the end, is still the same.
No, but then you see what Killer B is doing is he's just following trend. And the thing is he hasn't started anything, so he's not on the train, but the train already moved.
Hmm. Yeah. So the thing is you need to predict trends.
Either that or just do what you've been doing, what you like, or then when the wind comes, the trend comes, then your thing will move. Maybe not like
Yeah.
say in a few months, maybe in a few years, that kind of thing, you know?
Correct.
Trends
Correct.
trends come back like fashion every few years, you see.
Yeah. So it's more of a speculation versus investing. It's either you speculate or invest. But I mean, each author has their own train of thought. Do do what you feel like doing.
So Killer B, now what you're doing is you're just asking, is this going to be good to write? Is that going to be worth to write? Is this going to make money and stuff like that? Nobody knows.
If we knew, we would do it ourselves.
Like Bryce can give you all the trends and everything, but ultimately these trends isn't like a foolproof, you know. Yeah, maybe if you write Yandere card, yeah, that's gonna be your only competitor is gonna be Drakai.
No, actually, technically now there is quite a few Yandere novels here now.
Not as popular as Drakai, no?
Yeah, not as popular now, but there are quite a few that is up and coming. Like I think there are so far. I think I saw about like six already.
Wow.
So it's a new trend that I think Drakai started.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a few readers who said they started writing Yandere books, but it's just as a pastime.
Yeah. So Yandere is a new trend. Maybe you can start a new trend. Maybe you get like a Sundere or something. You can start a new Sundere trend.
Mm.
No
You
one
know,
knows.
Sundaris are bad.
You can even go and write yaoi.
I write Yaoi, what? Yaoi is oversold though.
Yeah, it is.
Yaoi is oversold, but the thing that is very funny is that it still sells well.
It sells well because it's more based to geared towards a female audience.
Mm. You don't have to even have marketing or features, you know. The thing just keeps growing on its own.
Yeah.
I'm very amazed. On the other hand, you write mainstream, and if you're not top rank 50s or something like that, it will not
You
sell.
you can go and write ABO and Manpreg.
Oh, I'm
Those
writing that.
kind of novels.
I'm writing that. That's why I was so shocked. I was like, 30,000 collecting like views. And I was like, what is with the collections growing? I have no features at all. I was like, okay, this is interesting.
Usually the readers on our side they go for like Man X Men, Mpreg, BL. Those are the very niche market, but they will really go for your novels.
Yaoi novel that did good in power trending. Yeah, I think This World of Mine is one of the writers. The other one should be Tiramisu. Like these are the two main big BL novels writers.
BL.
They call it BL, but I'm not very sure if it's soft or hard. Doesn't seem safe for the general public.
Fixton, I think it's up to you to decide whether you want to do it or not.
Oh, Bryce, actually, I want to ask. Like, I heard 3 chapters can be published elsewhere, right? So Free chapters that are published elsewhere for contracted works. If you bring it
Mm.
to Amazon, is that considered a violation? Because Amazon is you
Mm.
have to pay paywall before you can people can read. So is that a violation?
If your work is already there before that, then it's fine.
Before, okay.
Yeah. But if it's after, then don't put it up for sale lah.
Okay.
Yeah. Killer Handboy, yes. Killer Handboy is writing a continuation of WDS. It is called Rise of the God King.
Hmm.
That's his second novel.
If fiction actually separates out the book, as in like you create a new book instead of putting it in the same book season two, will that book also need to go through the same process of getting contracted
Yes, we will still offer a contract,
immediately,
but the
or you have to have a certain what?
because it's a continuation, then we can offer immediately.
Oh,
Yes. How can it be 3 weeks straight? I don't think it's 3 weeks straight. I think maybe it's like few weeks, few days per week, that kind. Mobile is the wait. Okay, so there's three different places you can see. There is one banner on PC, banner on mobile. Your mobile one is your mobile phone, mobile browser, and there is a on the app itself. The app is definitely the most effective because most people read on app.
I see.
Banner on PC is effective for male lead audiences because the old timers, those that read action previously on like Wuxiawo and all that, they will still be on PC.
Mm.
So it's better for male. Yeah. Yeah, I mean we have to rotate because there are quite a few novels out there. But otherwise we try to satisfy everyone. Any last questions? I think I'll end the chat. We still lasted 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if there's no more questions, see you next week. Bye bye.